Hey guys, hope you are doing well. So the market is correcting a little bit, but Bitcoin is holding quite strongly. My name is Mike Denkler from CorionX, and we are bringing you the most important crypto news, technical analysis, altcoin, NFT, DeFi gems to keep you updated and educated about the evolution of money and the evolution of the internet. So guys, we are here for crypto. So smash those like, push the bell and notification, or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Smashing those like is helping out the YouTube algorithm, so be sure smashing those like. Appreciate all your likes. So guys, I should state that nothing in this video can be considered as a financial or investment advice. Everything just for your education and entertainment purposes only. Always do your own research and make your decisions based on your research. So guys, our favorite bubble charts has a glitch with this T coin or whatever, so don't take too much attention to this. But Bitcoin is slightly up 0.1%, and Ethereum is down 1.1%. Binance coin is up 1%, so almost the market is correcting a little bit. So that is what we really need before going further. But if we are looking back 1 month, that we see gains 100%, 200% like Aptos, so pretty looking amazing. So most of the altcoins are in green if we are looking back a month. So guys, let's go and check our first news. That's about that 25,000 BTC price target would spell misery for Bitcoin shorters. So then Bitcoin shorters would be wrecked. So after putting in 30% gains in January, Bitcoin continues to consolidate around the 23,000 US dollar, and plenty of market participants expect a dramatic correction and even new multi-year lows of 12,000 or worse. Others believed that the good times can continue and even see BTC USD reach 30,000 US dollar before checking its relief rally. For shift, there are around 25,000 is not especially significant. There is the 200-week moving average, a key trend line which has been absent from the chart since the middle of 2022, and it's currently sitting at 24,750. There's a lot of liquidity from 24,700 to 25,900, which lines up with the 200-day moving average and the area just above it. Swift commented, so I think Philip Swift, or was the guy name from Decentralized. Okay, BTC USD liquidity chart. So let's make this bigger, and we see these are the long accumulations and some balances, shorts and long, and these are the price levels that we see here. So here are a lot of shorts, and below 17,000 a lot of longs. So, and in the middle the current price. This level continues to act as a resistance. Trader and analyst Capital wrote, this BTC needs to reclaim this 23,400 as support to move higher, otherwise there is a risk of a new lower high forming relative to the summer 2022 highs. So Bitcoin should reclaim this 2022 August highs, and then we can push further. August 2022 highs keeps a bulls in check. If this continues to be the case, then we could set ourselves up for a dip just to reaffirm this level of support. So now this is a resistance and this is a monthly chart. Cool. Let's go and check out our next news. Here are 3 on-chain signals that suggest Bitcoin bear market is over, according to Glassnode. So these are on-chain details, and let's check this. Currently, we note a significant transfer of capital to the Bitcoin asset, akin to the twilight of the 2018 bear market and the 2021 rounded top. So that was the 2021 rounded top, and also the 2018 bear market after the 2018 bear market. Okay, so stablecoin dominance, capital is rotating into stablecoins, and now capital is rotating into Bitcoin from stablecoins. Stablecoin purchasing power is decreasing, so capital is rotating into stablecoins. Capital is flowing into Bitcoin from stablecoins. The RPV ratio collapsed to prior cycle lows, suggesting much of the exuberance from the bull has been flushed out. Bitcoin realized profits to value RPV ratio, so realized profits to value ratio, it's dropping and rising, and this is the Bitcoin price. And you see when these levels are at the lowest, around 0.006, and then this is when the bottom is in quite there. So realized profits are equivalent to 0.006 of the realized cap, so much lower. Okay, so since the market lows set during the FTX collapse, a total of 4,283 million BTC have returned to an unrealized profit. This provides an indication of the volume of Bitcoin that had transacted and changed hands between 15,500 and 22,300. Bitcoin supply in loss change. So Bitcoin supply was in loss in 2022 November, and also in January 2020, at the very beginning of January 2023, if I see this right. So Bitcoin supply in loss change. So it's changed, actually changed positively. So now 6 million in profit. Cool. It returned to unrealized profit, and when it's rising, that it's good, because then they are in profit. Okay, and it's inversely correlated to the Bitcoin chart. So Bitcoin repeating 2019 breakout. That's the question. Crypto analyst looks at BTC after being bounced from lows. Let's start off with the 2019 market structure being very similar to the 2023 market structure. I mean, it's very small now compared to the past, but nonetheless higher lows and an ascending triangle for multiple weeks, and then a breakout. So are these comparable market structure wise and time wise? Structure wise and time wise, they are comparable, and they are comparable also in the breakout rally that we saw get generated from the ascending triangle 27% and 21%. So that was this similar market structure, and also huge rally followed that. So these are the similarities. The BTC monthly candle is up around 38% right now. In the short term, people are FOMOing into BTC. FOMO will begin from 69,000 on the way to all new all-time highs. But in the grander scheme of the new cycle, this is hardly FOMO, macro. So the 200-week moving average, we already talked about that. It's hovering around 23,400. Okay, and this can act as a resistance. Generally, BTC needs to reclaim the 200 moving average as a support for further bullish momentum. Yes, we already know that. Cool. Next, analyst Benjamin Cohen issues crypto warning, says Bitcoin rally likely unsustainable. Here is why. Yeah, so we know that it can come to an end very soon. If you think back to what's happened in 2020, this year, first quarter of 2020, was a very brief recession. I still remember in this range back over here, there were actually a lot of people that were quite bullish going into early 2020, And if you go back and look at what people were saying back then, a lot of signals were flashing that this was the start of the new bull market. One thing to keep in mind is that this here Bitcoin falling from 10,500 to 3,800 in early 2020 happened during the only recession that we have had for Bitcoin. It was very, very brief. So that was this huge drop, and then Bitcoin fall to these low levels. You could always see something similar where Bitcoin spends a while in this range, 16,000 to 30,000, and then it eventually comes down into recession. It could sweep the lows, it could put in a higher low, it could put in a lower low. So lower low or higher lows. So I will see Bitcoin will go into recession from here. So guys, let's go and check out our next news. Morgan Stanley CEO says inflation has peaked and China has made a major pivot. Okay, so the US economy and inflation, clearly inflation peaked. That's no longer a question, in a fact. The inflation numbers are better. Okay, we were on a 75 basis point track when we then quickly moved to a 50. Yeah, and now everybody expects 25 or even 0. China has made a major pivot. The second thing that happened is China has made a major pivot. Now the focus was on the reopening, which was obviously critical. The recent pivot economically, the relationship saving with the US, the meeting with the Vice Premier and Secretary Yellen, this is a big deal. One is by the distribution of existing prosperity, so everyone gets a piece of the pie. Other is be growing to pie, so everybody gets a piece of the pie. They have pivoted, I think, from the former to the later. That is good news for global growth, that China is back in the global economy. So Bitcoin could drop to 15,000 if Fed doesn't pivot. Ex-crypto exchange CEO warns. Okay, so let's check this. The recent rally in the Alpha coin was triggered by a decline in the US consumer price index. Bitcoin might fall to 15,000, Hayes says. So Arthur Hayes, former BitMEX big boss, claims in a new treatise on US macroeconomic policy that disastrous global financial crisis could be poised to submerge BTC and the crypto market. He asserts that the current Bitcoin surge should not be seen as the start of a new bull run. Okay, so BTC and the curse of US liquidity. Recent market performance indicates that investors forecast shift in Federal Reserve policy. Some analysts anticipate that if the Federal Reserve follows through with a policy adjustment, Bitcoin's current advance might continue and a secular bull market could emerge. If Fed doesn't follow through with a pivot or multiply Fed governors talk down any expectation of a pivot, even after good consumer price index CPI prints, Bitcoin will likely crash back down towards previous lows. So yes, that can happen. Next piece of news is crypto strategist who nailed 2023 Bitcoin rally says a real BTC move is yet to come. Here are his targets. So Don Alts. The best part about this rally is that the higher time frames are still bearish. Once this monthly closes, the monthly will finally flip bullish. So technically, the higher time frame guys should start arriving in 2 weeks, and all we got so far is just front running, and the real move is yet to come. So the big guys should wait the monthly candle to close, and this is green, that they can arrive and just continuing and actually starting the buys. My narrative for this rally is basically sidelines capital pain fueled by bears retard shorting sub 20,000. The narrative doesn't really allow for pullbacks until we are getting close to the top. So up only until bears, sideliners buy, then down only for a while is my best guess. So we expect that we can pump from here, but also going back to 20,000, and then the big guys will just coming back, and then the new cycle can start. The top and the bottom are the same pattern: false breakout, false breakdown. Okay, next piece of news is Bitcoin whales added 70,000 BTC to their holdings in 2 weeks. Okay, so the Bitcoin supply distribution, which is a metric from on-chain analyst firm Sentiment that tells us which wallet groups in the market are holding what amount of the crypto right now. And you see, this is the actually what are these lines? So this is the Bitcoin price, and this is the holdings of the whales holding 1,000 to 10,000 coins, and they increased their holdings. And what amount? 70,000 Bitcoin to their holdings. 70,000, guys, that's huge. Okay, the 1,000 to 10,000 coins wallet group is an important cohort for the BTC, as it includes addresses belonging to the whales. And whales increased their holdings with 70,000. BTC price, it's gone up tremendously. Next, Bitcoin bottom is in. Apex crypto is heading to 220,000 US dollar plus in this cycle, says Max Kaiser. Investments in Bitcoin network are at an all-time high, says Max Kaiser, and also says other cryptocurrencies like Ether, Cardano, Ripple, FTT are all scam tokens, but he always says this. The world's largest digital currency has bottomed out in this cycle, and it's well on its way to crossing the 220 US dollar price point, according to Max Kaiser. Cool, sounds pretty amazing. And also actually he thinks that all other cryptos are nothing, just scams, but you know, this is not true. So sometimes our opinion are different than some other guys. So Bitcoin is up nearly 30% since Peter Schiff, Jim Cramer said get out of crypto. Okay, so BTC is up nearly 30% since Peter Schiff and Jim Cramer said get out of crypto. What a bad advice. Use these guys as a controversy, as a contraindicator. Schiff's forecast a catalyst for BTC's rise. Let's quote. He opined on January 12 that Bitcoin surged to about 18,000 at that time was an excellent opportunity for hodlers to sell their ownings. As usual, Schiff claimed investing in gold is a much better option. The Cramer Effect, the host of CNBC's Mad Money show, and okay, he argued that Bitcoin lost over Cramer's latest advice came on December 6 when he told investors they still have time to sell their awful positions. He specifically outlined Ripple, Dogecoin, Cardano, and Polygon as the most speculative tokens that could crash to zero. All four still exist, and apart from Doge, are in a much better condition since the beginning of last month. Next piece of news is Coinbase CEO urges Bitcoin legal tender for Brazil, Argentina reaction. Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong tweeted that BTC may be the right long-term bet for the two South American countries currently seeking a common currency. Yes, anyone thinks Bitcoin can ever be a fiat replacement doesn't understand what BTC is. The only real-world use case Bitcoin can have, a store of value to back currency valuation like gold used to be. And this guy in the CEO of Coinbase says everything really. Okay, Brazil and Argentina are no strangers to digital assets. They are heavily involved after El Salvador and other Latin American countries. Global macro investor, founder of CEO role Paul opposed the idea. According to Paul, having a national currency that declines 65% in the down part of the business cycle and rises 10x in the up cycle is not ideal. The executive pointed out that businesses would have difficulties planning and hedging in this situation. So Armstrong suggested that BTC would be the right long-term bet and wonder if the two countries will consider it. Next piece of news is America's first nuclear-powered Bitcoin mining center to open in Pennsylvania. So that's, guys, really huge. They will mine Bitcoin with almost zero cost green energy. Next, Ethereum developer comments finalizing Shanghai upgrade shadow fork for testing and bug identification. So this Shanghai upgrade will be huge. Then the staked Ethereum will be able to unlocked. So for now, the chain finalizing correctly. Let's see if Potos and I can break it. And as you know, Ethereum is running on a proof of stake. Number of staked Ethereum passes 16 million, almost 23 billion US dollar worth of staked Ethereum will be impossible to withdraw until Ethereum's next big upgrade, and this is the Shanghai upgrade that we already mentioned. And this is almost 13.3% of the total Ether supply locked down in the staking contract. While the growing number of staked Ethereum can be interpreted as a promising sign for Ethereum security and adoption, it may ramp up pressure on the network's core developers to expedite work to enable withdrawals. Okay, so we see that the staked Ethereum balance is just growing. 16 million. 60 million total. Cool, sounds pretty amazing. And Lido Finance, Angdon Wallet, Coinbase, Kraken, Binance, Stakefish, staked us. And where is Rocket Pool? I don't see Rocket Pool, but also I think that we will have news from MetaMask that they are also providing staking. Ethereum validator count surpasses 500,000 ahead of upcoming Shanghai hard fork. So that's huge news. Ethereum developers launched DevNet 2 testing networks for upcoming Shanghai upgrade. Network exceeds 500,000 validators. 500,000 validators, that's insane. The number of validators increased almost 78% over the last 12 months. Next Ethereum related news. Vitalik Buterin divulges the largest remaining challenge for Ethereum, the privacy. So the largest remaining challenge for Ethereum is privacy. He arrived to the concept of stat addresses, which he said can potentially anonymize peer-to-peer transaction, non-fungible token transfers, and Ethereum name service registration protecting users. So that will be more privacy on the Ethereum blockchain. I'm not sure if regulatory bodies will like it, but that would be something that would add to Ethereum blockchain. And here are how does it works. So basic stat addresses can be implemented fairly quickly today and could be a significant boost to practical user privacy on Ethereum, and not just like Tornado Cash, but it would be a real privacy on Ethereum. 4.6 billion in US dollar in Ethereum, up in flames since AIP 1559. So NFT and DeFi on the Ethereum network, in particular via OpenSea and Uniswap, are fueling the fire of Ethereum burning. The part of the AIP 1555, the protocol has been burning Ethereum crypto lingo for destroying at a massive rate. proportion of all Ethereum transactions are destroyed. A piece of every NFT trade, yield strategy, and even simple token transfer, it's all getting torched. Almost 4.6 billion today. And also on Ultrasun Money, we see that actually the total supply of Ethereum is decreasing. So actually Ethereum became deflationary. So supply change or minus 3,260 Ethereum just pulled out from the circulation. So also we have some issuance, but we have some more burning. So this is how the supply change is decreasing. So the supply is decreasing. Cool. Next piece of news is Wall Street extends rally powered by tech bonds. So that seemed that Nasdaq was Nasdaq did the main rally last week and also recently. So Nasdaq led the rally. Chips are a group that has been depressed, so I'm not too surprised. Okay, we are going to see earnings from these companies over the next couple of weeks, and that will be where the rubber meets the road. It's a group that was ripe for a rebound. So guys, if we are looking on this chart, we see that almost 41% of this current probability is not awaiting any rate hikes on February 1st, and almost 58% awaits things that 25 basis points will be the hike. So guys, that's it. Let's go and check out my Twitter feed. Definitely follow me at MIKLOS Dankler on Twitter. Be sure just pushing this notification on, and also follow at Corion platform and follow at laserpunk_gats on NFT Launchpad projects. So FTM is back, so Phantom is back. We really like that, and also the 200 moving average will be significant for Bitcoin, and also we should take a look on the exponential moving average ribbons. If Bitcoin flip the EMA ribbons, that would lead also some nice rally, as you see happened in the past. Give a like and share. So I was out there but not swimming this time, but this guy, some of my friends just swam today. The water is almost 12 degrees of Celsius, so really cold. One of the hottest narratives in crypto in 2023 is the decentralized derivatives leverage DEXs like GMX, GNS, so definitely check them out. Yeah, so Bitcoin's Wyckoff accumulation pattern entering phase D. It is the chance to buy cheap BTC, or we'll see a spring before spring. We'll see, and this is from Stockman and Lizard, and doing some Wyckoff pattern here. Give a like and share. The 2-week GMMA oscillator back in green. So guys, I like this oscillator. I don't know what it really means, but pretty looks that we are back in green, and also these moving averages are crossing there. Bitcoin weekly chart bounced on support and RSI broke up. So that looks pretty amazing. So RSI broke up and also Bitcoin bounced on support. So then the next cycle is about to start. Give a like and share. Bitcoin has just witnessed the largest 24-hour short liquidation since August 2021. So that was huge. And also Bitcoin marked the biggest return in this year. So if we are looking here, you see that Bitcoin marked the highest return, almost 27% when this chart was made. Bitcoin is up 42% in this year. Ethereum staking through MetaMask is here on Lido Finance and Rocket Pool. Give a big like. Bitcoin MACD crossover signaled the trend change. So I like this. Also, this is the MACD crossover, and this signaled a trend change, and now also breaking the trend line to the up. Okay, Bitcoin 3 phases cycles. These are the bars and how many days we spent in these cycles. Just green, red, consolidating, and green. And now we are in this resume phase before the halving. Cool. Snowing out there, yes. Great to see Bitcoin adoption and crypto provides solution to billions of unbanked people. So guys, watch this.
Yeah. Okay, ciao. Yeah. You're good.
1,245 Satoshi, the payment for these things, and on Lightning Network.
Nice.
On Lightning Network. So guys, in Africa, somewhere in Africa, I like it. So this is how crypto adoption is increasing day by day. So guys, let's go and check out our farms. Go to Uniswap or PancakeSwap, provide some liquidity, and earn up and lock up your LPs and earn a juicy APRs up to 100 to 300%, and enjoy our farms. So guys, almost that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something. Smash those like, push the bell notification, or subscribe to the channel. Let's go and visit our farms. Follow me and Korean platform LaserPangats on Twitter, and also be sure joining our Telegram channel. So see you in the next video. Bye bye, enjoy your day.